welcome to another episode of the Rookie's Guide to Finke. This week we're going to talk a little bit about foot pegs. So probably in the last, say, 8 years, the fat foot peg craze is gone off. So our conventional pegs, which come on most people's bikes, they're pretty good for most things. But for the desert racing, the big whoops, we can get these oversized ones. So the size difference is pretty much double of a stock foot peg. So what the benefit of these is bigger platform for your feet, more area to grip, and really helps you be more stable on the bike. Especially if you do get a bit squirrely, and a leg gets flicked off, you've got that bigger platform to come back onto. So very common at Finke now. There are a few different ways you can go. You can go straight out and buy the big oversized pegs. I think one of the best ones are the Ims Rally Pegs. They're used by all the top teams in Finke, Baja and the Dakar. So they're a really good peg. They are almost bulletproof. I have bent one by cleaning up a stump before, but for 95% of the time you won't damage one of these. Now, the downside to these bigger pegs is they're anywhere from $300 upwards for a set, which is quite expensive if you're only going to do Finke and that's it. Yes, they have a bit of resale, but it still is a big chunk of coin. So an option you can do if you do want to try and tighten up that budget a bit is Ballard's sell a weld-on, foot peg widener. So it goes on the outside of your peg around the outer part, and then you just weld it on. So this is a good option if you do want those wider pegs, but you don't want to spend a fortune. I think the widener's somewhere around $80 to $100. And then if you've got a good mate, otherwise it might cost you a carton to get someone to weld them up. But that's probably your most cost-effective way. Now, do you need wide pegs? The answer is no. The GHR Honda team back in 2008, when I raced Finke with them, they didn't run wide pegs. So they ran the standard peg, which a lot of people do, and they're fine. So yes, it is an option if you want to make the ride a bit easier, but it is not a must. It's purely up to you and your budget. So that's it for another episode. Remember this year, ride safe, have fun guys, bring home a dog spike. See you next week.